It's Week 16 of the NFL, and we have Amon-Ra St. Brown on center stage. There are few better in the red zone as he comes in fourth in touchdown receptions. It's the Lions and the Packers under the lights on Sunday night.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Detroit Lions. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Lions team entering play. They come in riding high, just one loss in their last 7 games.
It's a very focused team, very disciplined. They've kept the penalties to a minimum, and they're winning football games.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Packers, it's late in the year. We all know it. We've seen the calendar for these guys. Their bodies could probably use a break, but they have to put...
And they're really not as worried about that as maybe we think. They know they've got the entire offseason to rest. All they care about is the game in front of them and finishing strong.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
Well, he did go 2-2 in the last ball game. Well, actually, he went 2-2-1, with the 1 being the victor.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line there. But wasn't it funny at practice? He threw one when we were watching, threw an interception, and the defense got on him a little bit, good-naturedly. But they're letting him know, you got to cut down those interceptions. We can't bail you out all the time.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. But as you said, they got the win in that effort last week. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell. From the 47 now, they work with a 2nd and 7. Gibbs straight ahead. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Well, a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They'll try and throw for it here. Throws out left. It's caught by Williams. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Only a yard in the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Through a couple of plays, this Green Bay defense is held strong. Now it's 3rd and goal. Gibbs again. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL. A complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. 6'4" Jordan Love taking the field for the first time. The 2020 first-round pick from Utah State set to lead Green Bay.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 1. Off the play fake, Love. Pass caught. And now look at this. Big gain, but fumble. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The numbers for Jones last week, there isn't a coach alive who wouldn't like those numbers. Well over 100 yards and a touchdown, too.
Partner, I think all the coaches who are in that great coaching box in the sky would take those numbers.
So dead or alive?
Either way, they would take that kind of production.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game. Watching him try to take away that area of the field.
On 3rd down, Love. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a 1st down. They go back to the ground with Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Packers are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. The Lions offense heading out as we give you a look at the playoff race coming into the weekend in the NFC. And for them, it's no longer a question of will they make the playoffs. They've clinched the division title. The question, can they hold on to that #1 seed?
And this is where the mental fortitude comes to play, doesn't it? Because now you're not just the coach talking about it, this team talking about it to each other, supporting each other, carrying each other along, because having that #1 seed means everything in the NFL.
It does. So even though the division title's clinched, shouldn't take the foot off the gas.
No, not at all. Play it all the way through, and I think we've seen that in recent years in the NFL. The teams that play and play to win each and every game, they're the ones to deal with in the playoffs.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. The Lions at 12-2 now on the year. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. You look at this Packers defense. They come into this one down at the 27th position in the league, Charles, against the run.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent.
And now look at this. Big gain, but fumble. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It did.
Well, sometimes you just get...
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. He'll go right back to St. Brown. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football, as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. From the gun, Gibbs will get it. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Gibbs will try and pick it up. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll set up a throw. Going underneath, Gibbs has it. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Second and 3. This is caught. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a 1st down. They'll set up to throw. Flush to his right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, Defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off.
Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And on 2nd and goal, they decide to throw it again, and this result is even worse. They take a sack. On 1st down, it was simply an incomplete pass. Not a good first 2 plays, beginning with 1st and goal.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Lions have taken the lead.
And this is a balancing act for a head coach with a rookie quarterback. You've got to walk a line with it. You don't want him getting happy feet, but you also don't want to rein in what worked for him in college. And here, he pulls it down, takes it himself, and takes it into the end zone.
Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. And Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping
down the numbers. There he goes. Now he's free to midfield. How about this? Oh, good move. And finally wrestled down at the 11. A big play there on the catch and run. 81 yards.
Where's the contain there? And yes, that's a question, because that was just a simple drop-off. But he hits the Jets, and all of a sudden, the seas part in front of him. A huge result there to flip the field and what was a fairly innocuous play call.
Love now to pass on 1st down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And it's a Packers touchdown. Luke Musgrave, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Packers are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Hey, no, alert, alert.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And we are tied at 14. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Detroit's offense ready to take over. But right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. These two teams matching up for the 2nd time this year. Their first meeting back in October, week 6. And it was the Lions who got the road victory in that one, so they'll be looking to claim the season series now here at home in Detroit. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And he'll get credit for a punt inside the 20, not by much, but inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Green, check white.
Completed out left to Dobbs. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Down.
2nd down and 3.
Ready.
Complete. Now the ball comes loose. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That could be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Presley Harvin now. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 36. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Lions will take over. And Detroit getting set to go now. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like, because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge, because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
And this one is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's got it to Williams. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes, when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
Back to throw again. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Just his 2nd incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it, because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Play fake. Here's Love. That is incomplete.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And we'll still have time for one play before the half, as this will be fair caught and brought out to the 25. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number one. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up at U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, where it was the Vikings who were able to get the victory at home. Kirk Cousins, a touchdown pass in the victory. From there, we head down to the Sunshine State to check on the Jaguars at home in Jacksonville. And they were winners as they defeat the visiting New England Patriots. Trevor Lawrence, sharp in the victory as his guys get back within a game of 500. And finally, on Monday Night Football, they've got a good one lined up between the Houston Texans and the Indianapolis Colts. In that first half, it was the veteran Aaron Jones who had it going. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This is a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break. Final adjustments being made in both locker rooms. They are just about set to get back to football in Detroit. And for the call of the second half, we'll kick it back up to Ford Field and Brandon Gott.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. Love and the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 40 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Throwing. Love. That's complete. He finds Jaden Reed. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And 22 more yards there and another first down. Love going to give this one to Jones. Taken down at the 30.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now a second down throw for Love here. Over the middle here, it's hauled in by Watson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Here's Love. Touchdown, Packers. Jaden Reed, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Packers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors. With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
On second down, here's Gibbs. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these.
And how about this, a fake? And the gamble pays off. They get the first. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This pass down the field for Gibbs. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. The kick by Lutz is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game.
Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still a very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare completion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Love now.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
A 40-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. They start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He has still not connected on a single pass in this second half.
And right now, they're going through all the different reasons, the whys, the wherefores. Bottom line, got to find some completions in there and get their offense moving.
They'll drop to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
They go play action here on first down.
That is caught by Laporta.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A
time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage one play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive. This offense on the march.
Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. They'll look to throw here. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Packers ready to take over offensively. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Ready, go. Yellow, line, Smith, red, blue, check.
Glove. He hits Dobbs on the crosser. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun to give to Jones. Shreds the tackle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 61 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. All even as we get ready to start the 4th.
Let's go.
First down, Love to pass. His throw caught at about the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Ready, go. Ready.
Love from the gun. That's hauled in by Musgrave for the Packer touchdown. A great effort there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Packers answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. He'll let this go deep for St. Brown. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A big play there for Detroit. And even 40 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. That's complete to Laporta. He's got room to roam. Touchdown, Detroit. Sam Laporta, 35 yards. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A fourth-quarter touchdown here, and we're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for two, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone.
If you've been waiting all day for Sunday night, it's been worth the wait. All tied here in the fourth as the kick is away. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. He's toppled the century mark already receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground, too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground because now he's loosened up the defense, right? They've got to play just about every snap as if another receiver can get downfield on them, and he's been that receiver. Now they bring him back to the backfield. I think his yardage running the ball will increase as this one goes on.
Well, they might need to devote some extra attention to him, something just to stop the momentum he has. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
76 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
On play action. Love to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Musgrave's got it outright.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
On 3rd down, Love. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This is brought in at the 21. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Amon-Ra St. Brown and the rest of the Detroit Lions getting set for another series here.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down. They're going to look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Hand off now to Gibbs.
And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Back to throw here.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Lions 1st down as they get it rather easily there. A gain of 9 on 4th and 3. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack. Their spot and stacked him up.
a gain of 5. And now it's 3rd and 3.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Packers are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Here we go.
Here's 1st and 10.
Blitz red.
Following the interception, Love. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Love. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Catch made by Watson on the out route. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Now Love. Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Oh, I know it goes against the grain here. It totally goes against it, but you've got to drop the ball in that situation. He makes a catch, but he loses yards and doesn't get out of bounds.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Right down at the 45. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On now is the Packers punter as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. So here come the Lions now. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Flushed out right. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Late in the game, he's certainly doing everything in his power to buy time for his guys to make a play. But in this case, he's surrounded, and all he has room to do is to get back to the line of scrimmage.
He's airing it out for Williams. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete. If you've been waiting all day for this Sunday nighter's been worth the wait. It's 3rd down here. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation, and now on 4th down, you've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made in my estimation.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Here we go, set.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. Oh, but a great tackle there. Going to hold him to no gain as the clock runs. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. They'll come up now on 2nd down.
Set, go. Opposite. Green. Check white.
They'll go again to Jones. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. Love. Here's a ball deep from Musgrave. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra session in a moment. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team... pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And we will not see a return to start overtime. It'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense set to take over. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, no doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. There he goes, left side. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. They give him a gain of 38. Well, that turned out to be the perfect time to dial the screen. The Red Sea parted.
Did it ever, and you just wonder, did fatigue play a part in this? Because we're in overtime. And all I mean by that is sometimes with fatigue, you slow down mentally. You don't read your keys. You don't see the play develop. And boy, it popped big for him, didn't it?
It did indeed. 96 yards rushing for him now as he was just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here.
And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. We needed extra time to decide this one. The rushing score and OT finishes it off, but all throughout, really just a great game to witness.
I agree, and the whole time we were watching and working on this game, I had it in the back of my head, we could get to overtime. Just the way this game went, the ebb and flow of it all, and then to get there and finish it what I would call old school way of running play, because they throw the ball to ring the bell, don't we?
13